Very good afternoon, sir. This is Dr. Jasleen, representing G.H.G. Khalsa College of Education. It is my esteemed privilege to represent a very pious institution, Guru Har Gobind Khalsa College of Education, Guru Sar Sudhar, which is established in the name of 6th Sikh Guru, Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji. And this college is established since the year 1955. And we have been accredited by NAC. For 2 cycles, we have got an A grade, and we are a mentor institution under the UGC. So, the NSS wing of the college is proactive in discharging its social duties, and this COVID Beat campaign was undertaken by the NSS wing under the patronship of our principal, Dr. Pargat Singh Garcha, and myself, Dr. Jasleen Kaur, and my co-coordinator, Dr. Rishpal Singh. So we had taken up the 20 days Beat COVID campaign, and under this campaign, we had taken up all the activities as decided by the authorities. I would be sharing my screen now. So I hope it's visible.
Yes, thank you are audible.
Okay, thank you. So in this Beat COVID campaign, we took the activities from June 5 to June 24. And as instructed by the authorities, we first made up a Beat COVID committee, which had 5 faculty members. And we oriented nearly 60 students for this, out of which 50 students actively joined the campaign. And they were then divided into the 5 teams as instructed: the hospital management team, non-hospital management team, family support, medical essentials, and psychosocial support. So we gave one team to one faculty member so that our work could be easily supervised. And the most of the communications were taken over on the WhatsApp, because this was the time when the COVID was hardly hitting the country. The second wave was very intense, and as we all know, it was the rural part of India which was intensely affected. So being an institution in the rural part of the country, it was our utter responsibility to take this 20 days campaign all the more seriously. So we could reach up to 21 villages during this campaign. So I'll be taking up the activities of the different teams now. First was the hospital management team, and we had nearly 10 students in this team. Now, our motive was not to keep the campaign heavily budgeted. We did not want to put any strain on the pockets of the students. So we decided to make it more cost effective, and we wanted more of services from the students. So we engaged our student volunteers because they were not coming to the campus. We asked them to contact the vaccination centers near to their homes and discharge duties in these centers. So because our students are teacher trainers and they are not trained in medical grounds, so the services they provided were going to the vaccination center. In the waiting rooms, they queued up the people. They motivated the people who were scared to get vaccination. And similar drives were also carried out in the villages, because the first duty was to remove the fear. There is so much of reservation in the village rural people not to get vaccinated. So that was a challenge for us. So we took up that challenge, and our students, they helped in the vaccination centers as well. So I would like to humbly state, just to give, become a role model, I, on the behalf of the NSS camp, I donated a sum of rupees 11,000 to the Hemkund Foundation, which at that time was actively giving oxygen cylinders to the patients who could not get through their own pockets. So that was a small, humble thing I did. After this, I'll talk about the non-hospital management. And here I would like to quote the efforts made by Prerna Shukla. I would like to add one thing here. Sir, our college, it has students coming from nearly 20 villages. Other than that, we have 15% reservation, which is all India. We have Air Force Station Halwara in our vicinity. So we have students from all over India. So this Prerna Shukla, she is from Bihar, and she had been a very, essential support during this campaign. She will narrate her event herself, what she has done. So this is one volunteer who helped us during this Beat COVID campaign, and she gave similar help to the people in Punjab, also the migrants. So she, was a driving force. She collected money from us, from the volunteers, and she helped many of the migrants. That it was the entire team to migrate to their native states. So that was one thing. Other than that, the non-hospital management team, it raised awareness rallies, and we, on the college behalf, we installed flexes in 40 villages to motivate people for vaccination and to make them aware about the guidelines to be followed during COVID-19. So, like using masks and all. And this was the non-hospital management team. I move over to the family support. So these are the banners we have put on the behalf of the college. And students also made posters and they went door to door campaigning. They did, and it actually had results. They could motivate many people for vaccination. So, talking about family support, we all know that COVID had really affected the psychological, mental well-being of the people, and it was very, very important for us, being volunteers, to counsel the people who had lost their loved ones during this COVID battle. And even I hope everybody knows that post COVID we have an acute depression. I also suffered from COVID, and after COVID I had depression. I used to cry without reason. So that is the point where people really need healing. So again, we had a very nice volunteer with us. She's Harleen Kaur, and she had been carrying out many, activities. I'll be sharing her slide also. But before that, I would like to tell about the miscellaneous things our students did. We only instructed them to donate ration to the affected families who were poor or unemployed. But the students, they went a step ahead, and they gave help, like providing Wi-Fi facility to the children of poor families to attend classes online. They even taught themselves, the students, they taught themselves to the poor students. And one of our students, who is a trained vet as well, he worked for the Gadavasu, that is the Guru Angad Dev University. He worked there free of cost and treated the pets of COVID afflicted family. So that was the one contribution our student made, and which is noteworthy. Then, talking about the medical essential team, yes, we provided masks and sanitizers. Students, they made sanitizer at their home, and they distributed these sanitizers. But again, it was not possible for the students to buy things like remdesivir or to buy oxygen cylinders. It would be again taxing for them. So what we did, we motivated the students to download apps which provided information about the beds available in the vicinity, the hospital beds for COVID patients, the oxygen cylinders available, the medical essentials from where the people could get. So we have again a small slide. I will not play it full just to save time. But here the student gives a testimonial on her own behalf where they had used these apps. Okay, so that was it. So I just want to highlight that our campaign, it reached not only people in Punjab, it could help people outside Punjab also. So that was the best part of this 20 days campaign. Now I would like to talk about the psychosocial team, what that was doing. So these are all the evidences of what we have done. So here I was talking about the activity of Harleen. She was the one who was instrumental in making an eco club. Earlier, this club was functioning for environmental purposes, but during this 20 days, we geared up the activities of this club, and this club, it provided alternative medicine therapy. Our student Harleen, she's trained Reiki healer, and she, through WhatsApp groups, she sent Reiki healing to people who were, either affected by COVID, or during the post-COVID phase, they were suffering from depression. So I'm sorry, the video I have is not very audible. Just I think it's not audible. So I'll tell about what she's telling. She's talking about the alternate medicine therapy, in which she had made WhatsApp group. She called for the photographs and addresses of the people, and she provided Reiki healing. And in some cases where the people were, COVID free and they were suffering from depression, she called them home and gave them Reiki healing also. So that is something different our students took up, which I wanted to share through this platform. Other than that, they gave counseling to families which were affected with COVID, and post-COVID they required help. And they also counseled people door to door for getting vaccination. Other than that, so that this is all activity of the Eco Club. We, our students, nearly 50 students, they joined the UNICEF Yuva program, which was motivated by the NSS department as well. So it was during these days only. So our students, they became more active in this activity, and through social media, that is through Facebook, they tried to reach the society and the community to create awareness regarding COVID-19. So this is all from our end. That was a small effort, but we put our best. And through this platform, we resolve that we will continue to serve the nation. Jai Hind. Thank you, sir.